Thing to remember about driving to Cortland. You do drive on a road that's not regularly maintained. There's no pavement, but honestly, it's fine for any type of vehicle from cars. You don't need much clearance at all. There's no big dips or holes in the road at all. It's a little bumpy. The other thing to remember though, you are driving out here in the desert, and there's a lot of washes that this road goes through. So you do not want to be out here when there's a lot of rain, because these roads, these sections will get flooded, and you'll be stuck in here waiting. So keep that in mind and visit.
Okay, so now we are in Pierce, Arizona. This town still has people living in it, but the town began in 1869. It was started by a Cornishman. His name was James Pierce. He had discovered gold in the area, and he opened what was called the Commonwealth Mine. The Commonwealth Mine was a major silver producer, though, for the area, and it actually closed in 1942. When this town was bustling, it had 1,500 people. And here is the old Pierce General Store. It was also established in 1896. There's a Catholic church still standing too, so we haven't located that yet, but we're still driving around.